All right. Welcome to the Backyard Road Trips podcast. I'm Zach.
Oh, this looks great. I'm Jim.
It's a big size one. So exactly what you wanted.
This is great.
So you got a Katie's burger. So they didn't even put any lettuce in there.
I guess I could figure it out. That was a nice win.
Mm-hmm.
Zach has got a cool project he's got going on with baseball cards, basketball cards, hockey cards that he's
one
making
football card, by the way.
Only one?
Uh-huh.
Is it Drew Bledsoe?
Mm-mm.
Tom Brady?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. He's eating.
It's a Patriot.
It's a Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Gronk,
Mm-hmm.
Edelman, Wes Welker.
Got to think of the years. Remember, these cards are from like 87 to like 95.
Oh.
So Bledsoe would have been more appropriate.
I didn't know the...
Yeah, because
okay.
when I was a mere youth collecting sports cards,
It's all New England themed cards.
Right.
And
Ben Coates.
Oh, put on your coats and pants.
Right. Yeah. So Ben Coates is the only football card.
Wow, how did he make the cut?
I only had one Patriot that I could find. And that was it. Mm-hmm.
So Zach's got a room in his basement that he's turning into a man cave, and that's going to include, we made 2 bar tops that were, Zach had got some plywood, and he did some Mod Podge. Got the baseball cards, all the cards on there, and he sealed it. It's been a huge help. And then he's mixing epoxy. He poured the epoxy.
But Jim had all the ideas and actually did it. I just kind of was there for moral support.
Team effort. But
and we appreciate Jim for coming down to, or up. No, or over.
Over. Yeah,
Over
I guess
to
it's
Plymouth.
kind of northeast of me, but
Right.
I just broke one of Jackie and Zach's plates with
Family
the microphone.
Family heirloom.
Yeah, I'm gonna get shot.
From 1909. So, but what are we doing today other than eating our hamburgers and...
Well, Zach, I'm getting a nice mouthful for you.
Mm-hmm.
We had talked about. Let me actually swallow. That's what she said. Should we leave all this in? It all started with me sending you a text saying, "What did we decide was the best Oktoberfest when we did our lineup?"
That's true.
And
yeah.
we realized we didn't actually do an Oktoberfest lineup. We did a fall beers taste test, and we've done pumpkin taste test, but we didn't do Oktoberfest. So,
were there
today.
any Oktoberfest that like swooped in during that first one? Do you think? I don't.
Maybe Sam.
I can't recall.
I don't remember.
Jacko was definitely.
Jacko is great. I actually ended up getting a bunch of Jacko, and I like it. I knew that it was our favorite pumpkin beer, but like I'm really craving just like an Oktoberfest lately. So, oh man, I'm having a love affair with this burger. And these fries, man. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, so we're gonna eat. We're gonna drink. It's a well-earned break from a hard day of work.
So
why don't you talk about our lineup here?
All right. So we have three beers that are called Oktoberfest. One is Sam Adams. One is Rutland Beer Works, saying it's an amber lager. Then we have Jack's Abbey Copper Legend.
So these are all labeled Oktoberfest, but then there's actual category what they're calling.
Yeah, they're just saying some are not giving you more information than just being an Oktoberfest lager. Mm-hmm. And one is calling it an amber lager, and that's Rutland. Now we have 3 that are identifying themselves as Marzens, even though some of them say Oktoberfest as well, but they actually say Marzen on the label. So that's Tynes by Fox Farm with a moose on it. It looks like a deer. And then we have Oktoberfest by Red Barn Brewing out of Vermont. That's identifying itself as a Marzen. And so is the Oktoberfest from Von Trapp, all saying Marzen on the can. Mm-hmm. Now we have an interesting one, Oktoberfest from Mayflower, that's calling itself a Fest beer. And finally, we have a Notch beer, which is just simply calling itself a Fest beer. So I'm wondering if we should group them by style, like in order. Do you think we should do that, or do you think we should like?
I think style. Go by style. Have a little bracket, but that's a good idea. So remind me. Because the first 3, the one like Sam Adams is an Oktoberfest, and it's just they're just calling it straight Oktoberfest.
They're calling it straight Oktoberfest. One of them is calling it a Oktoberfest Amber Lager.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
and are we gonna go? We're just shooting for like who we like the best, who we think has done the best job. But it doesn't necessarily need to be blind. No.
Well, Layla can take off glasses and I can be blind and not read the label.
There you go.
But yeah, I think just like sampling them, because then it'll be tough because there's not a third party here.
Right.
Hamlet, you want to come and pour some beer?
Yeah. Plus, we could practice our kissing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what do you want to start with?
What do you want to start with?
I think we should start with Sam because that's a very classic. Everyone knows that one. And then we can kind of go from there.
Make an opener.
For you.
Thank you.
Mazel tov. Thank you. How's your Rosh Hashanah going?
Oh, Sukkot just ended.
What are you saying?
The latest holiday was Sukkot.
You get to observe that at school?
No, that'd be nice because it would be over a week or a full week of it.
Oh.
But no Sukkot celebration for me.
All right. So when I smell it, I get copper. I get kind of classic.
Yeah, like very metally copper. I think it's turning green actually as we drink it. Yeah, this is probably what we.
It's great. I mean, I love it. It's malty. It's refreshing.
Yep.
It's more heavy than a light beer, but it's not as heavy as a heavy beer.
Right.
I always like Sam Oktoberfest. So
and it still has that
baseline.
Sam character which is easy to drink. It's not like it's like a as you're saying, a heavy beer that's kind of sit with you.
What do you think? Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, very good. I would say very good.
Great baseline to start with. Yeah.
This next, Rutland. Do we have to write anything down, you think, or are we good to just
let's enjoy it as it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a good memory, so.
Oh, I don't know about that anymore, too. But so this next one is Rutland Beer Works. This is the Oktoberfest Amber Lager. Try to compare that to the Sam Adams one.
Where's Rutland?
Vermont.
No, it's much lighter.
All right.
Smells light. Smells like a
completely different taste.
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, it's very light.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't really taste any kind of. I mean, at least it's not similar to the Sam Oktoberfest. I should say. And none of these are. We don't have any German actual Spaten or anything like that. That'd be nice to get, but
yeah.
I
don't know if this is.
I'm gonna go Sam over this.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't. It's okay. It's fine.
It's hard to say if it was a good beer or not a good beer, just because it's so different compared to the Sam.
Yeah. Taken alone, I think I'd be fine with it, but not like. It's also interesting with Oktoberfest how I had a pumpkin beer that was delicious the other day from Reckless in New Hampshire. Have you ever been to Reckless, New Hampshire? Bethlehem, New Hampshire. It's near the area where you go up that way, the White Mountains.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best pumpkin beers I've had. So
really,
it was really, really good.
You have it on tap?
Yeah, and they did the cinnamon sugar rim, which usually I'm not all about, but it was so good.
Do you use real pumpkin in it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can taste when real pumpkin's present in a pumpkin beer?
This one tasted so pumpkin-y. I didn't think real pumpkin was in it, but the can said it was. So
what else do you think about this?
It's fine. It doesn't have that much character to me, which is kind of I
feel like if you're going for Oktoberfest, you want some kind of character.
Yeah, you could definitely just call this an amber lager without the Oktoberfest stuff on it and just say, this is an...
Yeah, there's nothing about this that seems special to me.
Yeah, I'll give Sam the nod, definitely.
Yeah.
On that.
You get a little bit of a Belgian on this. Kind of it seems yeasty to me.
Yeah, I can...
And spicy, which I associate with Belgians. Or that feeling that I've got an impeding headache coming on.
That's because you haven't eaten anything all day and now you're having...
that's right.
Having
we ate some sawdust.
Have you had any... So you've had the Sam Adams, of course, but have you had any of these other ones so far?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope. I may have had Jack's Abbey. I think I like Jack's Abbey.
Yeah, Jack's Abbey. This one always gets very, very well regarded.
Yeah.
So this is the Copper Legend.
What do you know about it?
I know that it gets, again, people really love it. People are like, oh, I don't love fall beers, but I have to have a Copper Legend, that kind of thing. So that's just calling it an Oktoberfest lager. It's not saying amber. It's not saying, amber waves of grain. Not too much on the nose. I don't really smell.
Yeah.
The taste is nice, though.
I think it's very refreshing. It's a little dry, but I don't get much backbone on it or any malty.
Yeah, I thought if I were going to call one, like what we did with the lawnmower beers, I thought, I think what I think it was going to be the best. I thought it was going to be High Life, and I thought PBR. I would have called this as one of the best.
What you thought would have been your favorite?
Yeah.
How is it though?
I think I like the Sam better.
Wow, that's
to be honest with you.
I agree. Yeah. Maybe the bias here for me is that I've had so much Sam that I'm looking for something that tastes like it, or I don't know, but this is so different than Sam.
When I'm thinking Oktoberfest versus pumpkin beer, pumpkin, I'm thinking pumpkin-y. It's almost like a pumpkin spice latte, right? I mean, sweet. Something with the pumpkin in it. But the Oktoberfest, I'm thinking more of a richer, maltier beer. And maybe that's not right. I mean, I've never been to Oktoberfest in Munich, so maybe I'm wrong. Do you know anything about the difference between the three? So what I'm seeing is Oktoberfest beer, which tends to be more of like an Americanized term for a beer that would be sold at Oktoberfest in Munich. But I'm seeing, as we were talking before about the styles, some are saying Oktoberfest beer or lager, some are calling Oktoberfest a Marzen, and some are saying it's a fest beer.
You said you looked up differences?
Kind of, yeah, as much as I could in a few minutes. So my research.
Yeah, tell me what you read. I'm also looking up a little.
Marzen is typically an American Oktoberfest beer with a richer flavor to it.
Okay.
Where a fest beer is lighter in color. And so I'm wondering if these could be, or like the Jack's Abbey or the Rutland Beer Works are closer to a fest beer. You know what I mean? Like maybe. So I'm like, I wonder if we have these two we have the Mayflower and the Notch Fest beer. How that's going to be like. I also had a Rising Tide earlier, not with me right now. That I thought was good. I think that was an Oktoberfest, but I had to have it. So.
Well, if fest beers are supposed to be like lighter versions, then I would have considered these last two.
Me too. Fest beers.
Not But they don't. But you just said they don't actually claim to be Marzens.
No,
they just say Oktoberfest.
They just say Oktoberfest.
So they could be fest beers, but they're just using the Oktoberfest label.
Right. Okay. And where typically, as you can see here, with like these two are saying Oktoberfest, but they're Marzens. Like it actually says on the can, they're Marzens.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what we'll be excited for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the Fox Farm. I'm excited for the Von Trapp. Comparatively, I mean, those two would be hitters. Yeah. And again, what's nice about this style is you're still looking at nothing over 6%. I'm not seeing, like this one. Trapp Family Lodge, Von Trapp. I'm very much looking forward to. I mean, that's should be pretty authentic. So yeah, I guess a little bit disappointed by the Copper Legend.
Yeah. I had high hopes for Jack's Abbey in general. Where are they out of?
Framingham.
Oh.
I mean, it's good. It's a good beer. It's just, I think for that style, I'm going more for the Sam Adams.
You know what? Let's come back to that, to the Jack's Abbey. It's got a lot of flavor for being light.
It does, yeah. I know, it's actually
I don't say it's bad. It's just not what I want from an Oktoberfest.
I think it's quite good. It's just not, exactly what I was thinking.
Something really malty.
Richer.
Yeah, rich. You're right.
This would be more like a September beer.
I was just thinking this is an early, you want to get in the fall, but it's so hot out kind of beer.
Yes, exactly. And I was reading somewhere that I think the fest beers were made so you can drink a ton of it. It's like you're just kind of like swilling fest beer at the Oktoberfest.
All right, that makes sense.
So, and I guess I think it'd be harder to swill a richer maltier beer. So, now, do you want to do fest beer next or go into the Marzens?
Honestly, I want to go in the Marzens.
Okay. So we'll leave the fest beer here to kind of.
Yeah,
we'll have to remember what they were.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back to them.
Do you want Fox Farm?
Fox Farm, got Von Trapp, and what's the other third?
Red Barn, which I know nothing about.
Okay, let's start with Fox Farm.
Fox Farm, okay. These are all having the blue Oktoberfest. That's interesting. These Marzens and the fest beer all have the blue and white Oktoberfest logo, where the other ones all have more of a coppery
fall, amber, brown.
Yes.
Yeah. Color scheme.
Tines. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had their Marzen.
I almost got a second one last night just to chug it, but wow, it's really light. Light in color.
That is a good burger. I got it with things you wouldn't want. I got it with bacon.
Well, I like bacon.
Onion, lettuce, tomato, avocado. They had some other good ones. They have like one with maple bacon.
How come yours doesn't have sesame seeds and mine does? Put the manager on the phone.
How is this? You tried it?
No, I'm
relishing that. Yeah, I know the burger's really good. I was like, I haven't been here in a long time. They're actually moving.
Oh, that's too bad. Where?
Right now, they're about maybe 50 steps from our house. And they're moving.
Oh, they one right down in the park?
They're right here. Yes, Katie's Burger Bar. But they're moving about less than a mile away, I would say. Yeah, bigger spot, which makes sense.
I tried, went to Big E. The Big E. I tried Schilling's Oktoberfest there when we went to the New Hampshire house. Because I always like Schilling. They're like, they do foreign beers really well.
Absolutely.
It was really good. I just couldn't find it around here.
We were going to go to Schilling last weekend. Instead, we went to Reckless. That's why. I was thinking more. This was my grand idea. We drove up to Vermont, and my idea was a grand idea to eat my way through You know what I mean? But not like go like too far in.
Mm-hmm.
Like too like for a full meal. I think chilling we do a full meal. It's gonna take a long time. So reckless, I thought was gonna be shorter. So that's where. But did you? So what? And you liked it at them?
Yeah, it was great. I have no. Oh yeah. Last 2 times I've been to the Big E, I got 1 beer. I spill it.
Harpoon. Oh right, remember? Didn't you get Harpoon?
Yeah, you're right. I was texting you. Bless you.
Yeah, you were
Like,
texting
what
me.
should I get? What should I get? I'm
Yeah.
gonna try something new, and I hated it. But yeah, this time I was drinking it, and we were. Teddy wanted to go on the little train that drives around the Big
cool.
E.
Yeah.
And then when we got out, I was trying to get out, but it has like this really high. It's not a high step, but like a block that kind of goes over the step. I'm trying to get out, and I just started falling. And I'm like, why am I not falling all the way? And I finally fell. I spilled everything everywhere.
This year?
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago. And then I had to like apologize to everyone. I fell on a lady.
Wait, so every year you've fallen?
Yeah. Well, every year I've spilled my beer in some way.
Okay, but this
First
way
year,
you're
Jenny just cracked the
Right.
cup and then knocked it over on me.
Right.
This year.
So when you go, I've only been once.
Ever? Wow.
Do you go and you have to take a shuttle, or like what do you do?
We're very lucky that Katie's dad runs the chicken. Well, he doesn't run it, but he works the chicken hatchery. So like some of the chickens come from his farm, or they used to. So, he gets a free pass.
Oh, nice.
And then we get a free pass. So we go get the park and like we skip the line. We don't have to pay crazy amount for park, and then we just go. We'll work at a tiny amount with him, and then we'll go around just to kind of check it out without really having to pay crazy amount of money to go to Big E. So
that's awesome. Because we did one year and we had to take a shuttle from Springfield.
Springfield?
I think so. I mean,
I guess it's not too far, but I mean,
no. We were parking at like a garage. It was like a shuttle to the Big E from whatever parking garage that we were at. I remember I went with Adam and my parents. And I mean, I was 14. This is a long time ago now.
Oh, okay. Wow, you really haven't been in a long time. You should go. It's great.
I'd like to. Springfield's far from here. A lot farther from here than it is from Norwich.
That's a really good point.
This is really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it has like a nice. It's lighter than I thought it would be, but it has like a nice finish, like a really nice finish to it. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Like it's complex. You know what I mean? It
Very
has
complex.
like
It's got some spice. It's got a lot of. It's light but spicy.
Right. It's very different than the Sam Adams.
Mm-hmm.
The Sam Adams from first sip to the end, it's the same and it tastes good. But this is very much more like. At first, I'm like, oh, it seems lighter than I would have expected, but it really has that, kicks it up.
It's more bitter than I think Sam is. It's drier. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know what? It kind of reminds me of a Heineken. A little bit. I don't love it. But I know what you're saying is finally we're in a realm of
a little more complex
character on it.
The thing with the Sam, I feel like a lot of Sam Adams, it could be like a porter, it could be any style, but it almost tastes like a little watery to it, which I think would be easy for mass market consumption. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if maybe you have like the
Fair enough.
the flavors of a porter, but it has like the drinkability, the ease. I did in Vermont have the best beer I've ever had in my life.
Recently? What was it? Wow.
Heady Topper on cask draft.
Wow.
It
so
was
it's been stored in a cask, so it was kind of flat?
Actually, you know what? It was cask poured.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just a regular keg, but it was whatever it was. It was creamy. So it was like creamy like a Guinness. It had kind of like a more of a look of like a New England, like real New England style with like the foam head to it, like the cream head. You know what I mean? It looks like almost like creamsicle colors. And then, but like the taste of a Heady Topper.
It was an IPA?
So it was still the Heady Topper, but it was just how it was poured. And you never get Heady Topper anywhere on draft. It's only cans. So it was $5 at the brewery, and it was imagine you're starting off drinking a Guinness, like that smooth mouthfeel, but then it ends up being a Heady Topper taste. It was just like, I think it was probably the best beer I've ever had.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's my favorite beer as it is, and then you add in having it that way. It was just.
Have you ever had an IPA on Nitro?
I don't know. I don't think this might have been
if that would get that kind of creamy.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I like this. I like it. I think it's almost like, a little bit more, definitely more complex than the other two there.
Yes. I'll still say that I like Sam better. Sam's usually getting to what I want when I'm doing
Oktoberfest.
When I want an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is bad. It's
no.
Just not, I don't.
And you went to Fox Farm yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
God, I got a little judgment from the lady. Oh, just the one? Yeah, man. What if I drink it in my car? Who cares? You're welcome for the money.
Was there any line?
No, but I mean, it was busy. But inside, it was busy. There was no line to pick up.
So is there like, what do you do? Like I haven't been there since before COVID, believe it or not.
Wow,
it's a long time now.
Thank you.
So you used to just
you have to order ahead still.
Okay.
And pay ahead, and then they send you an email when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
You just drive up. They have a window, and then you just give them your last name, and they fill you up whatever you ordered.
They used to have really cool growlers.
I've never did a growler pour with them.
I used to get growlers before they canned.
Mm-hmm.
They were these really unique shapes. They were looked like like vessels that were works of art. There you go. Yeah. Yep. There she is. Butternut. Guest star. Butternut.
Her, huh?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Whenever I do a Zoom call.
Yeah.
For a reading, she's either not slamming the door, making loud noises, or like right next to me, like purring through the thing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love cats, man.
Jim, is that your stomach?
The diarrhea.
Yeah, this I don't know.
This one?
This wouldn't be my top pick.
Oh, bummer.
I don't think.
So I'm sorry, you might have just said so, but where is the Fox Farm? You like Fox Farm over the Sam?
No, I don't know. I would have to do them side by side, to be honest.
Okay,
by now.
we'll get there.
They're my two. I would probably say right now I'm at let's say Sam Adams, Fox Farm, Jack's Abbey.
Okay.
My
wow.
top three. Yeah, I think so. This is this is good. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's just not maybe what I'm looking for. This is by the Barn.
Okay.
Red Barn. Sorry, Red Barn. There's like no aftertaste. It's the opposite of the Fox Farm. Fox Farm was like
this
smooth,
is the opposite of the Fox Farm.
Where like the Fox Farm had so like nothing coming in, and then it was really hit you in the back end. And this has a little bit in the front end, and then nothing that carries away. It just like ends.
Yeah. Yeah, this is weird.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. I mean, just like kind of it has a little sweetness to it. Definitely has a little sweetness.
It's got a smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth and no bitterness to it. Yeah, you're right. I don't hate it. It's probably my number 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
because it's
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe just because of the smoothness, but I'm surprised. Yeah, none of them are getting the on trap. You got to win this. You know.
I know.
I want something heavy.
I know the money right now would be on Von Trapp.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I really didn't think Sam Adams was going to hold a candle. To be honest,
is this embarrassing? Like, do you think that? Boy, we think the big name is the one winning,
right?
Beating out all the little guys. That's not the way.
It's growing a bit. I think as I drink it, it's staying on my palate a little bit longer. But I still don't know. Yeah, I think there's going to be a shootout between a few of these.
Between what?
A few of them. But yeah, this is. I might need like shots of each of them at the end.
You know what I mean? Quick lineup. Yep.
Yeah, just
bang, bang.
Yep.
Pick one.
Yeah, this is getting better to me. But I think it would be maybe tied with the Jack's Abbey for me, which isn't bad, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But that would just leave the Rutland Beer Works as the tail end right now.
Yeah, you really blew it, Rutland.
Yeah, it does have some.
It's
of
not
that.
bad.
No, because you know what, it has a lot of those Oktoberfest flavors that I'm looking for. Yeah, that might be jumping up a little bit for me. The Barn. All right, Von Trapp.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Von Trapp, generally speaking?
I've had a few, and yeah, they're great. Seems like they do lagers well, so.
Yeah, they do a couple IPAs, or like ales, but not really that much.
A family that inspired Sound of Music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see that all the time. You got to have a better claim of fame now. Now you're just Von Trapp. Like, don't worry, don't try and associate. That's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's got a smell on it.
It does. Yeah, it's funny because I had this the other day at the brewery. I had like they don't do flights anymore, but you can get small pours. So I had this and a few others, and I can't believe you didn't go there when you were with Tim.
I know, it just wasn't in the cards.
Because they have, I know he doesn't really drink beer, but they have the best like sausage plates.
Yeah.
Bratwurst, Braunwurst, and Knockwurst. I mean, I know that has some things you probably wouldn't eat, like some potatoes, some cabbage, some tomatoes. So it was the end of the night, it was close to the end of the night, and they filled up my plate so much.
Really?
The next morning, I had half of it. Next morning, I ate the rest for breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a heavy breakfast.
Crack the bottom of the toilet pole.
Okay. This.
Yeah. All right. This finally's got a little heft
has
to
like
it.
full-bodied flavor.
Yep. This is way more complex than I feel like anything else we've really.
Mm-hmm. This could take the crown for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It could.
All right, I'm gonna give it a minute.
It's hitting on those same thing. Although I guess the difference between this and Sam Adams, I could have a few of the Sam Adams. This might be too complex to have a few of.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what are you thinking?
I know I don't like it more than Sam.
Okay.
But I do like I get a little bit more of the more metallic taste on some of these than I wanna. Like when I think of an Oktoberfest, I think of bready, malty richness, and I get with this like complexity and some spice, but not necessarily that smooth breadiness.
Interesting.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, clearly, like my idea of what the style should be is not what I'm getting with the 7 others we're trying. So, but I don't.
It's sharp. I mean, it's sharp.
Yeah.
It's very sharp. See, I think this might be my number 1 right now. I have to do the shootout between that and Sam Adams, but I think that might be my number 1.
This would probably be my number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it will be later, maybe tomorrow morning.
Does beer ever present itself as a fecal experience, or is it only?
I mean, it gets with food. Like if you have watery stool, but
yeah. Fecal experience. There's a band.
That's it.
I've been in a few of those bands already. Shit show.
My dad used to be like, "You should start a band called Diaper Rash." I'm like, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do that. Instead, remember Tim and I for a small time were Tenea Crewers?
No,
which was the Latin, like the medical name for jock itch.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know how we found that, but that was Tenea Crewers. That's good. Band names were so much fun. I used to keep like a list of band names.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this has more flavor than I think.
Oh yeah, which one is this? Mayflower.
Mayflower. Wow, this is. I'm impressed by this fest beer. I thought I was writing this off, to be honest with you.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's smooth. It's actually kind of a little bit of heaviness to it. Mm-hmm. It's not light. That's for sure. Oh, no. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this might be my number 2.
This is
oh god, that's got a creamy aftertaste. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna have to also do a shootout with the Sam. This is very good.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's got really the forward taste, a little but sharp, and then kind of dissipates, but still like because it was fest beer, said I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be garbage, not garbage, but this is gonna be something like a light, like this. This is good.
Yep. Does this beat Von Trapp for you? Ooh,
it might.
Wow.
It might. I don't know.
Are they made around here?
Mm-hmm.
How far of a walk from
Mayflower? Probably about 2 miles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's go raid them right
now. Here's the last fest beer.
You like wine?
Not really. I mean, it's okay. It's something to drink.
Tim and I are getting into port.
Are you really? Port wine?
Very, very good. Yeah.
How'd you get into port?
Well, I think it's the whiskey transition of we like whiskeys that were aged in port barrels. And I certainly like the Sam Adams Utopias, which is very brandy like port. So I got him for his birthday last year, like a sampler that had like really old port, really new port. They were all great. They were really something. Beautiful. Learning a lot about it. I think it's a good age. We're in our 40s now.
You're into port.
It's time to be in ports. Yep. Came over.
So you got him a sampler of port?
Yep.
Did you order it? Did you make it? Like, what did you do?
I had it like Total Wine or Wines and More or something. And it was
where do you go in Wines and More?
Where do I go in Wines and More?
Yeah, is there around?
It's in Manchester.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic selection. They found they had the smoked beer there. I've never seen it anywhere.
Really?
And I've never had a beer that I said this is too smoky, but that beer was too smoky.
You can actually get. I don't remember if it's Total Wines or Wines and More. We have one down the road, like a 15-minute drive. You can break up 6-packs and do your.
Oh really? They don't care?
No, cool. Actually, they encourage it. I don't remember the one. It's either one of those two, I think.
Oh.
It's in Wareham. This is good, but I think I don't know. Not as good as the last one, I don't think.
Who is this? Oh, this isn't bad.
Out of Salem,
Connecticut.
We have 2 Salems actually.
What do you mean?
We have Salem, Mass, and Salem, Connecticut beer.
Oh yeah.
All of these beers are New England beers.
That's cool.
That's cool. I didn't realize that. I think I'm gonna need to shoot out between the Mayflower,
okay,
the Von Trapp, and the Sam Adams.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I don't mind this notch at all.
No, the Fest beer is really actually
something, yeah.
I thought Fest beer was gonna be like the Bud Light of this genre.
Yeah, right. The light, easy drinking, but
which I would say more the Oktoberfest The name Oktoberfest beers are more of the lighter ones.
Yep. Yeah, they were what we thought best beers would
Mhm.
be. I'm gonna go back to this one because this was just fun.
This is good. I have the Wines and More ad stuck in my head. That was a good burger
Total
too.
Wine.
So I don't know that one. I know Wines and More.
I'm just singing Total Wine over
Oh.
Wines and More.
So okay, so you got a port sampler at the wine place.
Yeah.
For Tim. And you guys how big were the samples?
Oh, they're like small bottles.
Yeah. Wow, port because he's not drinking beer at all.
Not really.
Okay.
No.
And he's going into like harder stuff.
He's always had a great whiskey collection.
Oh, does he? Okay.
But I think he's not hitting it up as often. He's backing off. But this is why it's a good time to get into some port.
This is good too, though. This Notch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that my shootout needs to be between Notch and Mayflower. I mean, I think that nothing's gonna beat the Sam. I'm actually shocked.
I'm gonna have to have the Sam next. I think I just need to try and see what.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of Sam. Save some for you. Here's your Sam.
Thank you. Yeah, that is good though. It's a sweeter with a Notch, but it's
Oh, the Sam is fantastic. I can't. It's so far and away better than the other ones for me.
Interesting. Not overwhelming on the smell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink it with my nose.
It's the darkest of all of them.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is good. That's just so funny. I never would have guessed Sam Adams would have been.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to try the Oktoberfest, the Von Trapp. I think right after this. Thank you. That is good. It is really, really good.
All right. Here we go. Von Trapp.
He's
going in for the pour.
Mayflower. It's a bit of a different beast than this, but very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Oh, this is a tough one.
Nothing's been similar to Sam.
No, and I thought it would have been. Because you'd think that someone would try to replicate that. So what do you think overall? Oktoberfest versus pumpkin beer?
Oktoberfest.
That's going to be your, Rosemary's Baby. Is that a pumpkin beer or an Oktoberfest?
I think we said neither. I don't think it was a pumpkin beer.
It's a brown ale, right?
Yeah. But it was aged in rum barrels. I don't think it's an Oktoberfest, but we said that came close to crowning it as our champion fall beer.
Last year it did, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I still think that for a cold night, Rosemary's Baby is a winner for sure. Where are you on this?
I don't know. I'm having so much trouble.
I know what you're having trouble with is that you're trying to reconcile the fact that you do like Sam the best. You like it over Von Trapp.
I kind of do because after the Sam which is sweeter.
Yeah.
The Von Trapp is not as pronounced. So I went to Sam Adams' new brewery this summer.
Where is it?
Well, it's like their beer. It's in Quincy Market. Sam Adams did a thing. You know how much a flight costs there? $17.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
What are they smoking?
They had a lot of cool ones you couldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wow. I'm going to have to do the Mayflower, a little bit of that.
Okay.
You
got it?
Yeah.
The Notch is like a subdued version of the Oktoberfest.
Very
smooth, but not nearly as much. Give me this guy. Your brackets are going to be crooked now for all this.
Yeah.
Sharper. I mean, it's for sure.
This is the Mayflower?
Yeah. It's got a bitterness to it I don't want when I'm looking for an Oktoberfest. I'm sorry.
Okay. Almost like an IPA character to it.
No, not like hoppy bitterness. Just like straight dry bitterness. I don't know.
A lot of this left.
Yeah.
You just have to invite the neighbors over afterwards. I see what you mean between the Mayflower and then the Notch. The Notch is sweeter without being sweet.
Yeah.
The Notch is pretty good.
Yeah.
In general, I'm surprised how much I like the fest beers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here it comes.
Oh
boy, I almost did it that time.
Vomit.
Just joking about it.
So Sam is your king.
Sam's my king. Yeah.
Number 2 is what for you?
Notch.
Okay.
Number 3 is probably Von Trapp.
All right.
Or Mayflower. I guess I got to do a little shootout between Mayflower and Von Trapp.
I'm kind of.
This is Mayflower? Yeah.
Yeah. It might be Sam Adams for me. Number 1. Wow. Yeah, it might
that
be.
Surprises me.
It might be. Because still, after having so many different beers now, it's still standing out.
Yeah.
Where after I had a bunch, the Von Trapp isn't standing out as much, even though I like it a lot.
All right, so where are you? What's your ranking here? What's your top 3?
This is good, the Von Trapp. These 2 are definitely
at the head.
I think I just finished this one.
I know you want it to be.
I do want it to be the Von Trapp. Of these 2, I wanted it to be honest with you, Fox Farm, Von Trapp, Jack's Abbey is what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
What did you want it to be?
I think I went in with a pretty open mind because
Okay.
all I've ever really had was the Sam. So I'm
I mean, I
okay.
love Mayflower. I could have thought that would have been a nice 4, but probably the ones that like the beer snob in me would have wanted. You know?
Yeah. Should we
really
edit out
good.
your name in the name of this podcast so you don't your reputation among your friends?
Okay, I'm doing a shootout between these two now.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give Mayflower a notch a tie for number 3.
Mayflower notch as a tie. Okay, for number 3.
Are you getting sick, by the way?
Sick?
Yeah, you got a little note. You sound a little.
Nasally?
Yeah, nasally.
Yeah, you know what? I do feel like I'm stuffed up suddenly. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we were just doing nothing but inhaling sawdust and vapors all morning.
That's true. I'm feeling the beers a little more than I probably should too.
That's
At least I'm in my
just
own
the beer
home.
talking.
Yeah.
All right, here's your Sam. You're going in for Sam.
It's a big Sam too. This smells good too. Thinking. I think it's the Von Trapp.
No, you're not. You don't believe that. I don't. I know you don't believe that.
The difference is.
You want it to be Von Trapp.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I think the difference is, to be honest, and I think this has been my problem at beer tastings. This has a little bit of a sweetness to it.
Yep.
That I think for a full pour of both, I would go for this over this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for this and this. He's upset too, Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet.
Clearly.
Well, let the record show that Zach didn't even need to touch the Von Trapp before he declared Von Trapp.
No, I drank it all.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I drank it all.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Von Trapp, Sam, and then one of the Mayflower or Notch, which I'd probably give it the Mayflower.
All right.
A little edge, but Fox Farms right there.
That's okay. I'm leaving it in. Not much editing we got to do in this episode. I'm pretty pleased with it.
A little vomiting.
Just a little vomit, little dog bark. That's okay. It'll be all right.
Cat rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say
Sam's your number 1.
Yeah. Then
got you.
No.
I got you. It's too late. You said yeah.
I think this is my, and then
you can't do a tie. I'm so sorry. You have to.
All right, fine. I'll shoot out between these. I just to shout out
bottle of ketchup is number 4, and then
Jack's Abbey right after that, and then that one, and then that one.
All right, so Oktoberfest, fest beer.
Let me try a little bit. Now, what's your?
Oh, I'll do Sam. I'll do the Notch and then Mayflower. So I mean, like our top 3 are almost.
No, we usually have pretty similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? Believe it or not, I'm gonna do Mayflower. I'm gonna do this before it.
Oh, Notch goes before Mayflower.
Notch is just a little bit more easy drinking. That's a 16-ounce beer.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a lot. That's a lot of flavor for a 16-ounce.
Yep.
And I think some of that. What's tough about beer taste testing is we're doing a quarter of a beer, half a beer, maybe with all these shootouts. You're not doing the full thing.
You're right.
So and that's honestly some of the reason why I'm giving the Oktoberfest by Sam a second instead of a first is because when I've had Sam Oktoberfest in actually at a beer festival,
yep,
it tastes good, but it gets a little sweet. The Mayflower thing gets a little sweet behind the Notch. So I think that's it. So what's yours? So this is yours.
Sam, Notch,
okay. So you got
then Mayflower,
crotch right here.
I mean, we have the same top 4 beers. How about that? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And actually, we probably have this.
Poor Von Trapp fell over.
Process of elimination, we have the same bottom 4 beers.
This is true, yeah.
But I probably would put the Red Barn ahead of the Jack's Abbey. But who cares? I mean, like,
go for it. Go for it. Yeah, this is they're listening.
It's okay. Yeah.
Would Rutland be your last one?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And that was our second one we tried.
Yeah.
And it's super interesting because the Sam Adams is considered an Oktoberfest, and so is the Rutland, and they have such different flavor profiles.
They're exact opposites.
Because this is so full of flavor, even for a mass marketed, beer you can get from Wyoming to Wisconsin, where the Rutland you can get in a very small area of land. What do you think about 12 versus 16 ounce?
I'm not a fan. I want my 12 ounces.
To be
16.
To me, I agree because to me, like you give me this beer in a 12 ounce, I'm much more happier than you give me one of these others in a 16 ounce, like the Mayflower in a 16 ounce.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in the third instead of, or not the third.
You bring a good point to the
I put it in the
table
fourth
here.
for mine instead of the third because I think it has more flavor than the Notch, but the Notch would be better in a 16 ounce setting than the Mayflower.
You're right. You're right. How it's delivered is important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I think it's going to change how much. I mean, if there were some beers that I want to drink, I don't want to drink two, but I want to drink more than one.
Yes.
That's why I think this obviously the 16 ounce exists.
Yeah.
But
right.
Some of these, like I don't want 16 ounces of that.
That's a lot of beer.
I'd be happy with an 8-ouncer.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. Sometimes when we have like a sample of something, I'm like, that's why I like flights because I get to have a little bit of everything.
All right. Well, we can conclusively say that Sam Adams is a top 2 beer.
Yep. And Von Trapp is number 4 for you.
Yeah. Sorry. So it's not. We can't say it's a top 3 beer.
But we can at least agree on that Sam Adams, Von Trapp, Notch, or Mayflower could probably get wet your
Notch,
whistle.
Yeah, Notch. We both agree is a top 3.
Top 3, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's I mean, all 4 of those will be fine. So
will be very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good for your.
I'm disappointed.
Oktoberfest.
I'll say that I wish that more of them were like Sam Adams. All of them were less flavorful than Sam.
This is definitely true.
And I wish.
Be interesting though to go to the source, right? To go to Germany. Maybe our our publicist will pay for that. We'll go to the source and see what a true Oktoberfest would be like. I wonder if Von Trapp, Fox Farm, Jack's Abbey would give you the most replicating of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I might just like the sweetness of Sam. That's why
what I'm saying.
It.
Yeah.
But when I read the description of Bready, I don't know that kind of character, a sweet character. I think that's what's malty character. Yeah. That's what I think.
And I do too.
Bready malty
in the orange label. You know, like what's going to happen in a couple months? We're going to get the Fezziwig, and it's going to be
Fezziwig. I'm not falling for that again.
No. Sweet.
I'm glad we tried it, but I'm not doing it twice.
All right. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Zach. This was just wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sam Adams. You beat out the little guys against my book.
Yeah. And for me, Von Trapp, which is not too super little either. They are the family that was in the Sound of Music. They were all. Beat out the smaller ones. So
you beat out Sam Adams. So
yeah. All right. This is the Backyard Road Trips podcast. I'm Zach.
I am Jim.
And we are available on social media at Facebook, Twitter. No,
you got to say X now. You're going to get sued.
Yeah, true.
That's right.
Sorry. We are on social media at Facebook,
TikTok,
X, soon to be TikTok, and Instagram, I guess.
Craigslist.
Yeah. JDate.
Oh,
Jewish man. No,
wow, we almost got through the whole episode.
Christian
I'm
Mingle.
leaving it in. Christian Mingle, J-Date. All right.
Yeah,
we could get some profiles up there.
Yeah, why not?
There.
That'd be good.
We're not here for love. We're here
put
for
some
good.
really put Andrew on there. Andrew's body is our profile pic. Is that Jason Momoa or is that Andrew?
True speech.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, thanks everybody.
Bye-bye.